Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call the House State Government Committee meeting to order as soon as my echo goes away. In the meantime, Sonia, would you please take the roll?
Chairwoman Hill Evans,
Here.
Representatives Boyd, Brennan,
By designation?
Davidson,
By designation?
Green,
By designation?
Genst, Howard, Inglis,
Designation?
Kenyatta,
Designation?
Probst,
Designation?
Sanchez, Schusterman, Waxman, Webster,
Designation?
Chairman Roy,
Here.
Representatives Banta, Barger, Bonner, Brown, Diamond, Fink, Kozak, Shalaba, Schaefer, Walsh, Weaknecht. We have a quorum.
Having established a quorum, the committee is in order to proceed with business. We are going to begin by calling up House Bill 363, printers number 319. Nick, would you please read a summary of the bill?
House Bill 363 by Representative Khan provides for the annual designations and holiday observances of Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Eid al-Fitr, and Eid al-Adha in the Commonwealth.
Will the committee report the bill? The chair recognizes we have two folks who are going to speak on this bill, Representative Khan and then Chair Frankel.
Thank you, Chair Hill Evans and Chair Rowe. It's great to see you. It's great to be here with you all today. When William Penn founded the Commonwealth, it was at a time where there was great war and religious persecution. He envisioned the Commonwealth as a place where people of different religions could come and could practice their faiths openly. He called it a holy experiment. And the purpose of our bill, which would add a few holidays to be recognized in the Commonwealth, Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha, Yom Kippur, and Rosh Hashanah, would recognize these holidays as holidays here in the Commonwealth. We believe this is important for people who practice their faith, not only to be able to practice their faith in private, but to be able to have this faith recognized simply by the Commonwealth. It's important to note that this bill follows a path of a bill that was passed in the previous session by Representative Venkat with great overwhelming support, bipartisan support, that this bill does not mandate time off for schools or for businesses. It simply adds this to the list of holidays already recognized by the Commonwealth. I believe this bill will help make our Commonwealth stronger. It is the faith of about 500,000 Pennsylvanians, Judaism and Islam. And I'm honored to be here with my co-prime on the bill, Representative and Chair Dan Frankel.
Thank you, Representative Khan, and thank you, Representative Hill Evans, Chair Hill Evans and Chair Roy, for the opportunity to be here, and thank you, colleagues. Sometimes in lawmaking, we bring together policy provisions that appeal to differing groups in order to get a bill over the line. We calculate if we add up the votes from those who support A and the votes from those who support B, then we can reach a simple majority and move a bill forward. This is a familiar process in this chamber. But House Bill 363, which adds the holiday observances of Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Eid al-Fitr, and Eid al-Adha to the Commonwealth's calendar, is not that kind of bill. This is not a case of horse trading or narrow coalition building, because if you are moved to honor the values of Judaism, I'm here to tell you that those are the very values that call us to honor and respect the traditions of Islam. And if you are moved by the values of Islam, those same values call us to recognize and respect the traditions of Judaism. In truth, every major faith tradition teaches the importance of respect, recognition, and the dignity of others. That is the power and beauty of this bill. It is an opportunity to stand together, not as separate constituencies fighting for recognition, but as neighbors in a diverse commonwealth. Jews, Muslims, Christians, Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, atheists, and more. It is a chance to affirm that the traditions and beliefs of our fellow Pennsylvanians are worthy of honor, even when they are not our own. Now, just 2 days from the holiest day on the Jewish calendar, Yom Kippur, I hope we as lawmakers can show the Commonwealth the best of us. Let us demonstrate that respect, recognition, and shared humanity can rise above politics, and let us move this bill forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there discussion? The chair recognizes Chair Roy.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, gentlemen, for being here today. I wish this would have been introduced as a House resolution. We do a lot of resolutions to honor and recognize all kinds of different things throughout the year. There's several resolutions on the calendar today, but this is actually a House bill. This would actually be a state law if this passed and became law. And I fully support freedom of religion. Everybody has the right to practice their religion. But I am concerned that these would turn into paid holidays for government employees. Pennsylvania government employees already have several paid holidays where they're not at work. Driver's licenses are not being renewed. DEP is not approving permits. Nurses aren't getting their licenses they need to practice. There's a lot of things that happen when the flow of paperwork slows down at the state level. And although the bill right now states that it would not be a mandated paid holiday, it could easily turn into that over time. So I'm going to be voting no, and nothing personal against anybody or any religion or anything, but I'm going to be a no vote. Thank you.
Okay, I do want to note that we have been, thank you, Chair, that we have been joined by Representatives Diamond and Green. And we have Representatives Waxman and Boyd. Rep. Waxman?
Thank you so much, and just thank you so much, Chairwoman, for calling this up, and thank you to the makers of the bill. I'm proud to be a co-sponsor on this piece of legislation. We are coming up on Yom Kippur, which is the holiest day in the Jewish calendar, and it is a day for atonement. It is a day to think about, it's a day for quiet reflection, for thinking about the things that you've done wrong, maybe in the previous year, and to reflect on those and to think about how you're going to do better in the future. It also, for many Jews, involves a long day of fasting. It's a difficult day, and so not a difficult day, but it's a day that's meant to be challenging in some ways, spiritually and even physically, with fasting. So I just want to say, to wish someone a happy Yom Kippur is not the best thing to do as we come up on the holiday, just as a piece of education for our colleagues here. And I mean, I've had a few people wish me happy Yom Kippur over the past day or two. So I say that because I just want to highlight the importance that we have in cultural exchange and people knowing things about each other. And this is a big, diverse commonwealth with lots of different kinds of people, lots of different kinds of faith. And the only thing that this resolution does is it just symbolically really honors some of those holidays for different faith traditions. And so I'm really glad to be supporting this bill and have been a part of it and been a sponsor, and I'm looking forward to voting for it. Thank you.
Rep. Boyd?
Thank you, Chair Evans. I was just curious about what Chair Roy mentioned. If we pass this bill, which I'm very supportive of doing, I represent a number of Jews and Muslims, and I want, on principle, to also share their faith traditions and the education and understanding of them. But I'm just curious to that question, how would that even happen? Like if it's not in the bill now, as we're the lawmakers, would we have to, what would happen for your concern to become real? Like what are you worried about happening, and what would that be something we'd have to do, or are you just worried that employers would just do it because they want to? Like, what would that happen for what you're concerned to actually come into fruition?
Am I recognized? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. Well, there's a list of holidays that are paid days off for state employees. The official state holidays are days off without pay. This would make these official state holidays. It would. It would make them official state holidays. And during discussions with union contracts and even with non-union employees, they're going to say, well, if this list of official state holidays are paid days off, this other list of state holidays needs to be paid days off. And I'm concerned it would turn into additional days where people aren't at work, and all the paperwork that our constituents depend on, it would be more days where stuff is not getting done.
Okay, so I just thank you, and I'm sorry, can I be recognized to follow up? I just appreciate your clarification, because as a lawmaker voting on this bill, it does not say that, and it specifically says it won't do that. So I just wanted to clarify, because I live in a place where I have a lot of Catholics as well, and we work on Good Friday in our offices, and that I can imagine is also one of those challenging days for a lot of people. I live in school districts where some of them choose to give holidays for Muslim days because they have a lot of Muslims, and then there are other people who give Good Friday because it's Catholic. Like, I do think that cultural differences versus legal differences are fair, and I think we can acknowledge that employers will do different things. But as the state and as lawmakers, I think that we, especially because it's the state of Pennsylvania who is founded on religious freedom, I think that we as state lawmakers should be recognizing and acknowledging and giving space for all of the religion's major holidays. Thank you.
Thank you. We have been joined by Representative Brown. Representative Khan, I understand you have some.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to make a clarification. So this bill would add this to the list of state holidays, but is specifically mentioned. It is specifically noted in this bill that does not entail days off. It says that in the bill. It's very clear in the bill. In order for us, the reason why this is not introduced as a resolution, two reasons. First off, this would be part of that permanent list of state holidays here in Pennsylvania that does not require a day off, sort of like Diwali, which is recognized here in Pennsylvania every year, does not require a day off. The second one is that in order for us to have this as an official state holiday, again, not requiring a day off, it has to go through legislation. So we're very deliberate in this legislation to address your concern, to specifically say that this is not requiring a day off at all. So the state, we would actually have to amend the language, which we are not intending to do, and if that changes, legislators can vote that down. But that is something that we have no intention to do with this bill. Our intention is to pass this through as we've introduced it, which is a bill and requires no days off from the Commonwealth, as is precedent with previous legislation such as Diwali.
Thank you so much. We have been joined by Representative Kenyatta. I'm sorry? Oh, and Representative Scott. Okay. All right. Those in favor of reporting the, I'm sorry?
Representative Bonner.
He said no.
Oh, he waved off?
Yes, he waved off. He waved off. Representative Schusterman, and then we're going to go through the vote.
Yes, thank you, Chairwoman. I just want to point out one fact. Our businesses are already doing this. If you are an employee of Merck, a pharmaceutical company, or many of the financial companies, large companies, they already recognize a myriad of faith-based holidays, and then they give their employees the opportunity to pick a certain amount of days, and that keeps work going and people feeling like they're seen. So we're really behind when it comes to actually acknowledging this at the state level. It's already acknowledged by our incredible businesses, large businesses, medium-sized businesses, small businesses. So it's time for us to actually acknowledge legislatively. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Representative Diamond.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to thank the gentlelady, Representative Schusterman, for pointing that out, which is just a reason why this legislation is unnecessary. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, those in favor of reporting the bill will vote aye. Those opposed vote no. Sonia?
Chair Hill Evans,
Yes.
Representatives Boyd, Brennan,
Yes, designation.
Davidson,
Yes, designation.
Green, Genst, Howard, Inglis,
Designation, yes.
Kenyatta, Probst,
Designation, yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Waxman, Webster,
Designation, yes.
Chair Roy,
No.
Representatives Banta,
No by designation.
Barger, Bonner, Brown, Diamond, Fink,
No.
Kozak, Shalaba,
No by designation.
Schaefer, Walsh,
No?
Weeknecht. The motion passes.
Thank you, and the bill will be reported. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us this morning. Next up, House Bill 1322, printers number 1514. Nick?
House Bill 1322 by Representative Mullins requires trustees, board members, appointed or elected officials who stand in fiduciary relationship to the members and beneficiaries of a state fund or a public pension system fund to complete training in fiduciary law.
Okay, will the committee report the bill? Is Representative Mullins? Yes, there he is. Thank you for joining us this morning. You are recognized.
Thank you very much for having me, Madam Chair. Mr. Chair, and to members of the committee, I appreciate your time for a very brief moment for a pretty simple concept, despite, however, complicated of work our state fiduciaries do. I must begin by thanking the co-prime of this bill, Representative Wendy Fink. Thank you very much for joining in the effort. But as we know, that fiduciaries have very serious jobs in private industry and in those positions of trust of public funds in the Commonwealth. Without formal training, there could be unintentional errors or omissions from their work products. They have a major impact on the financial well-being of many Pennsylvanians, so ensuring they have proper training is critical. One key element that should not be lost in conversation about this is that the bill does not cost any money, as affirmed by the Independent Fiscal Office. So this is a simple, a very common sense measure overseeing some very complicated work. It is bipartisan in nature, and simply put, the fiduciaries who manage the financial well-being of so many Pennsylvania residents need to be properly trained. I appreciate the consideration of the committee.
Thank you. And there is an amendment to the bill, Amendment A01112, and I will be offering that amendment. Nick?
Amendment A01112 by Representative Hill Evans allows a state fiduciary's training credits to cross-apply to all the state funds or public pension system funds that they oversee, and also provides for technical changes.
Will the committee agree to the amendment? We've already done the summary. Is there discussion on the amendment? Chair Roy. Okay. Any discussion? Okay.
I believe all the Republicans are yes
Okay.
on the amendment.
Are there any negative votes on the amendment? Hearing none, the amendment does pass. So now we'll go to the bill in chief, House Bill 1322. Is there any discussion on House Bill 1322? Chair Roy, I'll go to you first.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is a good bill. I'd like to thank the gentleman for introducing it. The same bill actually passed 200-0 out of the House back in 2022. So there was widespread bipartisan support then, and I hope we can be unanimous today. Thank you.
Thank you. I understand Representative Fink. You want to be recognized?
Thank you, Chairman Hill Evans. I appreciate the good gentleman taking lead on this. This is a good bill. It's just common sense. It's just something that should already be happening. So I appreciate you taking the lead on that and welcoming me in to be part of it. It's common sense. I appreciate my colleagues voting yes on it.
Okay, so on House Bill 1322, those in favor of reporting the bill as amended will vote yes. Those opposed, no. Sonia, I'll ask for a call.
Chair Hill Evans,
Yes.
Representatives Boyd, Brennan,
Designation, yes.
Davidson,
Designation, yes.
Green, Genst, Howard, Inglis,
Designation, yes.
Kenyatta, Probst,
Designation, yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Waxman, Webster,
Designation, yes.
Chair Roy,
Yes.
Representatives Banta,
Yes by designation.
Barger, Bonner, Brown, Diamond, Fink,
Yes.
Kozak, Shalaba,
Yes by designation.
Schaefer, Walsh,
Yes.
Weaknecht. The bill passes.
Okay, and House Bill 1322 will be reported. The chair calls up House Resolution 186, printers number 1322. Nick?
House Resolution 186 by Representative Scott designates October 9th, 2025 as Mary Ann Shadd Carey Day in Pennsylvania.
And the chair recognizes Representative Scott. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Good morning, and thank you, Chair Hill Evans, for bringing this resolution up, and thank you, members, for your consideration this morning. Today, I come before you to ask for your support in designating October 9, 2025 as Mary Ann Shadd Carey Day in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. An activist, writer, teacher, and lawyer in the 1800s, Mary Ann Shadd Carey's life exemplifies the strength and tenacity of Black communities, especially Black women. In her lifetime, she grew from the child of free Black parents living in the slave state of Delaware to becoming a teacher at segregated schools throughout Pennsylvania, including what was known as the Norristown Colored School in Montgomery County, to helping freedom seekers as they traveled the Underground Railroad. She wrote and lectured about the importance of freedom and published North America's first anti-slavery newspaper, the Provincial Freeman, at the same time establishing herself as the first Black female newspaper editor in North American history. Mary Ann Shadd Carey's legacy had an impact in Delaware, Pennsylvania, Canada, and Washington, D.C., where she spent the latter part of her life, but really throughout this entire country as her students wrote about her in different historical papers that we've researched throughout the country. In my hometown of Norristown, she had a significant impact on the early stages of public education for Black folks. In the 1800s, access to public school for Black youth was scarce, and having a Black teacher was even less common. Historical records show she was teaching at the Norristown Colored School in the 1840s, over 100 years before Norristown's integrated public school system would hire their first Black educator, which happened in 1952. It's important to today's youth to see the courage and victories of the people who came before them. And it's important for Pennsylvania to recognize historical figures who beat the odds of their era and paved the way for today's generations. I ask for your support today to designate October 9th as Mary Ann Shadd Cary Day, to elevate her legacy in the state of Pennsylvania, and to memorialize the impact she had on the Black community of Norristown and this entire Commonwealth. Thank you, members, and thank you, Chair Hill Evans, again for your consideration.
You are welcome. Is there any discussion on this resolution? Okay. Those in favor of reporting the resolution will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no. Sonia, please call.
Chair Hill Evans,
Yes.
Representatives Boyd, Brennan,
Designation, yes.
Davidson,
Designation, yes.
Green, Genst, Howard, Inglis,
Designation, yes.
Kenyatta, Probst,
Designation, yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Waxman, Webster,
Designation, yes.
Chair Roy,
Yes.
Representatives Banta,
Yes by designation.
Barger, Bonner, Brown, Diamond, Fink,
No.
Kozak, Shalaba,
No by designation.
Schaefer, Walsh,
No.
Weeknecht. The motion passes.
And the resolution will be reported. Thank you. Thank you, Rep. Scott, for joining us. Chair calls up House Resolution 284, printers number 2134. Nick.
House Resolution 284 by Representative Schusterman recognizes October 10th, 2025 as the National Day of the Republic of China, which is Taiwan, in Pennsylvania.
And the chair recognizes Rep. Schusterman.
Thank you, Chairwoman. This annual holiday is recognized in Taiwan and abroad as a celebration of its achievements in building a better society and strengthening its freedom, democracy, global competitiveness, and economic stability, while continuing to preserve cross-strait peace and stability. So the Commonwealth and Pennsylvania and Taiwan have enjoyed enduring and mutually beneficial partnership that facilitates an exchange of economic, cultural, and people-people exchanges. But it wasn't until 2022 that the Commonwealth reopened its trade and investment office in Taiwan, further enhancing this robust economic relationship. So traditionally, foreign visitors and dignitaries have been invited to join the Taiwanese in their celebrations. So in this spirit, I urge my colleagues to vote yes on this resolution.
Thank you. Is there any discussion on the resolution? Are there any negative votes on the resolution? Okay, Sonia, please call the roll.
Chair Hill Evans,
Yes.
Representatives Boyd, Brennan,
Designation, yes.
Davidson,
Designation, yes.
Green,
Designation, yes.
Genst, Howard, Inglis,
Designation, yes.
Kenyatta, Probst,
Designation, yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Waxman, Webster,
Designation, yes.
Chair Roy,
Yes.
Representatives Banta,
Yes by designation.
Barger,
No.
Bonner, Brown, Diamond, Fink,
No.
Kozak, Shalaba,
No by designation.
Schaefer, Walsh,
No.
Weeknecht. The motion passes.
And the resolution will be reported. Thank you, Representative Schusterman. The chair calls up House Resolution 300 printers number 2244. Nick, please.
House Resolution 300 by Representative Sapita Frades recognizes September 15th through October 15th, 2025 as Hispanic Heritage Month in Pennsylvania.
Will the committee report the resolution? The chair recognizes Representative Cepeda Freites.
Good morning, muy buenos días. Gracias por la oportunidad a la Chairwoman Hill Evans, Chairman Roy, por presentar House Resolution 300, recognizing September 15th through October 15th, 2025 as Hispanic Heritage Month in Pennsylvania. This resolution honors more than 1 million Hispanic and Latino Pennsylvanians whose work, service, and leadership strengthen every corner of our Commonwealth, from classrooms and clinics to small businesses, farms, and public service. Our neighbors also serve proudly in our armed forces, helping defend the freedoms we all share. Nationally, this observance began as Hispanic Heritage Week in 1968 and expanded to a month in 1989, aligning with the independence days of several Latin American nations and El Día de la Raza, a reminder of deep, interwoven histories and values. In Pennsylvania, it's more than commemoration. It's an invitation to learn, serve, and celebrate, to uplift stories, support Latino-owned businesses, and invest in the next generations of leaders. As the first Latina to represent the 129th District, I've seen what happens when we lead with respect and partnership. En la unión está la fuerza. Our strength is in our unity. Advancing this resolution today sends a clear, bipartisan message that every contribution matters and every community belongs. I respectfully ask for a unanimous vote to support House Resolution 300 from this committee. And finally, colleagues, you're warmly invited to join us in the main rotunda at noon for an interagency celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month. Let's celebrate together. Pa'lante, forward together. Gracias.
De nada. Is there discussion on the resolution? Okay. Those in favor of reporting the resolution will vote yes. Those opposed will vote no. Sonia?
Chair Hill Evans,
Yes.
Representatives Boyd, Brennan,
Designation yes.
Davidson,
Designation yes.
Green,
Designation yes.
Genst, Howard, Inglis,
Designation yes.
Kenyatta, Probst,
Yeah. Excuse me.
Probst,
Designation yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Waxman, Webster,
Designation yes.
Chair Roy,
Yes.
Representative Spanta,
Yes by designation.
Barger, Bonner, Brown, Diamond, Fink,
No.
Kozak, Shalaba,
No by designation.
Schaefer, Walsh,
No.
Weaknecht. The motion passes.
And the resolution will be reported. Gracias. Senate Bill 467, the chair calls up printers number 1057. Nick?
Senate Bill 467 by Senator Piscitano authorizes the release of Project 70 restrictions on land owned by the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission in exchange for the imposition of Project 70 restrictions on land owned by the Borough of West Mifflin.
Will the committee report the bill? There is an amendment. I will be offering Amendment A01575. Nick, would you summarize that, please?
A01575 by Chairwoman Hill Evans removes from the bill the portion that would have conveyed land to the White Birch Golf Course and Restaurant in Rush Township, Schuylkill County for $1.
Is there discussion on the amendment? Chair Roy?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The underlying bill is bipartisan. There's a piece on there for a Democrat and a piece on there for a Republican, and the amendment takes out the piece for the Republican. So I think a lot of the Republicans will be voting no. Thank you.
Just for the background of the members and for context, I believe, on this situation, The White Birch Golf Course was originally conveyed to the Commonwealth. It is Project 70 land. As Project 70 land, it cannot be conveyed for $1 to a private entity. However, I do believe DCNR is working with the White Birch Golf Club to enable them to use that land for parking as they intend. So they will have full use of the land for that purpose without needing to have ownership of it. This amendment was at the request of the administration, which did not draft the underlying conveyance language, which is irregular, and who oppose the underlying conveyance that is being removed. So this would be with the administration and DGS's request. Thank you.
Chair Roy.
Oh, thank you, Madam Chair. I would urge for the amendment to be pulled. We could make this a bipartisan bill by leaving it like it is. It's my understanding that the state actually dumped loads of dirt to block access to this area we're talking about, and it's been kind of a not very cordial relationship, in my opinion, between the golf course and the state. And I think the amendment sets us back a little bit. And again, you know, we like to be bipartisan when we can. This bill would be good when a lot of bills like this benefit Republican districts, Democrat districts, and when the Republican piece gets taken out of the bill, it's just kind of hard to vote for it. Thank you.
Is there any other discussion on the amendment? Those in favor of the amendment will vote yes. Those opposed will vote no. Sonia?
Chair Hill Evans?
Yes.
Representatives Boyd, Brennan,
Designation yes.
Davidson,
Designation yes.
Green,
Designation yes.
Genst, Howard,
Designation yes.
Inglis,
Designation yes.
Kenyatta, Probst,
Designation yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Waxman,
Designation yes.
Webster,
Designation yes.
Chair Roy,
No.
Representatives Banta,
No by designation.
Barger,
No by designation.
Bonner, Brown, Diamond, Fink,
No.
Kozak, Shalaba,
No by designation.
Schaefer, Walsh,
No.
Weaknecht. The motion passes.
And the amendment is agreed to. Will the committee report the bill as amended? Is there discussion on the bill as amended? Chair Roy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As I mentioned, I think most of the Republicans will be no. Thank you.
Okay. Is there any, yes. Okay. Sorry, we'll get to him next. Rep. Kenyatta.
Mine was just, I actually try to understand what was being conveyed. It would be so great because it's impossible to understand the 12 pages. I know it's kind of, it would be really nice if this isn't my county, out of my
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. You wave off? Is there any other discussion on the bill as amended? Those in favor of reporting the bill will vote yes. Those opposed will vote no. Sonia, please.
Chair Hill Evans,
Yes.
Representatives Boyd, Brennan,
Designation yes.
Davidson,
Designation yes.
Green,
Designation yes.
Genst, Howard,
Designation yes.
Inglis,
Designation yes.
Kenyatta,
Yes.
Probst,
Designation yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Waxman,
Designation yes.
Webster,
Designation yes.
Chair Roy,
No.
Representatives Banta,
No by designation.
Barger,
No by designation.
Bonner, Brown, Diamond, Fink,
No.
Kozak. Shalaba.
No by designation.
Schaefer. Walsh.
No.
Weaknecht. The motion passes.
And the bill will be reported. At this time, the chair calls up Senate Bill 225, printers number 377. Nick, please.
Senate Bill 225 by Senator Dush amends Title 26 of the Pennsylvania Consolidated Statutes in just compensation and measures of damages, providing for compensation for loss of goodwill.
Will the committee report the bill with a recommendation to re-refer to the Commerce Committee? Chair Roy.
Yeah, I don't believe that we oppose re-referring it. Thank you.
Those in favor of reporting Senate Bill 225 with a recommendation to re-refer will vote yes. Those opposed will vote no. Sonia, please call the roll.
Chair Hill Evans.
Yes.
Representatives Boyd. Brennan.
Designation yes.
Davidson.
Designation yes.
Green.
Designation yes.
Genst. Howard.
Designation yes.
Inglis.
Designation yes.
Kenyatta.
Yes.
Probst.
Designation yes.
Sanchez. Schusterman. Waxman.
Designation yes.
Webster.
Designation yes.
Chair Roy.
Yes.
Representatives Banta.
Yes by designation.
Barger.
Yes by designation.
Bonner. Brown. Diamond. Fink.
Yes.
Kozak. Shalaba.
Yes by designation.
Schaefer. Walsh.
Yes.
Weaknecht. Weaknecht.
Yes by designation.
The motion passes.
And the bill will be reported with a recommendation to re-refer to the Commerce Committee. I'd like to just take the opportunity to say thank you all for coming to this meeting, and seeing no further business, I move that the State Government Committee is adjourned.